From the outrageous, we take you to the amusing. By most counts, Hillary Clinton had enumerated about 24 or so reasons why she lost to Donald Trump, none of which include her. But this week it became 24 or so and one. This time, Hillary made a speech in Alabama and blamed her infamous loss of the blue state of Wisconsin, where she never campaigned, on termination of the Voting Rights Act.
I was the first person who ran for president without the protection of the Voting Rights Act, and I will tell you it makes a really big difference. And it doesn't just make a difference in Alabama and Georgia. It made a difference in Wisconsin, where the best studies that have been done said somewhere between 40 and 80,000 people were turned away from the polls because of the color of their skin, because of their age.
Well, you got to give it to Hillary. She's been very creative in her invention of excuses for her unthinkable defeat at the hands of Donald Trump. She says she's not running again in 2020, to which Donald Trump tweeted, quote, "Oh, shucks, does that mean I won't get to run against her again? She will be sorely missed, exclamation point," unquote. But Hillary promised to stay out there on the stump making speeches, after which many a Republican responded, "You go, girl." But as Hillary and potential candidates Michael Bloomberg and Eric Holder checked out of the presidential race, a couple more Democrats checked in, bringing the field of presidential candidates trying to take down Trump to 14. John Hickenlooper, yes, that's actually his name, former governor of Colorado and a bit of a joker in the deck given his relative independence from the National Party, says he's running for the White House on the strength of his record as governor in the Mile High State and standing up to the bully-in-chief, Donald Trump.
No one can predict what happens after you become governor. Historic drought, thousands of acres in flames, and then came the worst floods in 100 years.
And the mass shooting in a movie theater once again tore the heart out of our community.
I promised Colorado families that we would rebuild our communities better than before. I'm John Hickenlooper. I'm running for president because we're facing a crisis that threatens everything we stand for. As a skinny kid with Coke bottle glasses and a funny last name, I've stood up to my fair share of bullies.
So that means he can stand up to Trump, I suppose. The other candidate who threw his hat into the ring this week was Washington State Governor Jay Inslee, who immediately engaged in that Democratic rite of passage, appearing on the liberal daytime chat-up show The View, vowing to be the climate change president.
We need a president who will say this: America is going to defeat climate change. It is our destiny, and we will do this. And I'm convinced of this. But to do this, we have to have a leader who will say fundamentally and unequivocally that this is the number one priority in the United States.
Now, looking at the latest Pew Research poll of the issues most important to the American people, this was conducted right after the State of the Union, climate change finished 17th. Climate change, 17th on the list of most important issues to Americans. Hickenlooper and Inslee are both white males, bringing to 3 the number of white men in the race, meaning 3 guys who fail to check any of the intersectional boxes: not a woman, not black, not Hispanic, and insufficiently aggrieved.